Firstly, I want to present about introduction. In this year, information technology has gained popularity regarding its usability, availability, low-cost handsets, and number of available applications. A library is a collection of resources in a variety of formats that is organized by information professionals or other experts. Library application is a computer program designed specifically to manage the data of borrowing and returning books in order to be presented more quickly. The concept of the project is to make an application which is Libsense library, which will make easier for students to borrow books and also make it easier for staff to check all the borrower information in the application. And lastly, library borrowing and returning application is a process of organizing important information used to track items borrowed and the scheduled time for returning.
Business problem. First, 70.7% says that not all the materials are available at the library. Next, 68.1% agree that the process of borrowing and returning books is not efficient. And the last, 19.1% students not finding a book that they wanted to borrow from the library. For this slide, as you can see, this is the proof that the data we get from the Google Form questionnaire about the problem. The questionnaire is number 5, 6, and 7.
I will present about objectives in my project. First, we go to the first objective is general objective. The purpose of the project is to develop a mobile application apps for user towards library service at Nilai Polytechnic. Next, we go to the specific objective. Specific objective is to facilitate library users to return borrowed books, to centralize repository of information all about activities in the library, to design a system to provide all information related to the library management.
Next, scope of project. The scope of this project is focused on library management by developing a mobile application app. This project will begin on March 2021 and to be completed in the month of June 2021. A pilot survey conducted among 345 students in Nilai Polytechnic. This project is within the budget of RM100 ringgit to RM150 ringgit.
The limitation of a project. So limitation is the challenges what we have been through during our project. So as you can see here, there are 3 limitations, which is the first one is time constraint. Second one, during the pandemic of COVID-19, it's hard to meet with the library unit to dispute our project. And the third one, it is difficult to all the group members to meet face to face and do this project. So let me elaborate briefly. For the most intense and the most effective challenge, the most effective challenge we have faced during this project is was unable to meet with our group as face to face due to this pandemic, and not all of us live at separate places, at more distant places, not near. It's very distant. So I find it quite difficult, quite harsh to do an effective planning because of lack of communication. And the only way we communicate is sometimes through call, through Google Meet meetings, or through WhatsApp. So I find it a lack of communication, and it could affect our planning and our project.
Next is organization background. Nilai Polytechnic Negeri Sembilan is the 23rd polytechnic established under the Ministry of Higher Education on April 1, 2007 under the 9th Malaysian Plan. Nilai Polytechnic Library has 2 levels, which is level 1 and level 2. The capacity for level 1, which can accommodate 364 users, while level 2 can accommodate 460 users. The operating hour of Nilai Polytechnic Library on Monday to Thursday is 8 AM to 4:30 PM, and on Friday is divided into 2 times, which is 8 AM to 12:50 PM and 2:45 PM to 4:30 PM. The facility that have in the library is first floor. There is a locker, reference material space, reading room, magazine reading corner, exhibition space, and limited reference room. And at level 2, library have computer center, learning center, discussion room, multimedia room, and reading space. Next is organization chart. First is Encik Haji Wan Zulkifli bin Manzakaya as a director of Nilai Polytechnic. Next, Encik Shuharzi bin Salih as a deputy director of Nilai Polytechnic. Then Encik Shahrin bin Osman as head of Nilai Polytechnic Library. And have 2 assistant library, That is Osman bin Ali and Morni Binti Lasim. And scope of their duties is to assist the chief for documentation, procurement, and other matters.
Before I explain about the product and service which has been offered by the library, let me elaborate briefly what is actually a library. A library is a collection of resources in a variety of formats that is organized by information professionals or other experts. The size of the library of 3,520.2 MB, it can accommodate a total of 824 students, which is level 1 can accommodate about 364 users, and level 2 is 460 users. The collection of books available in the library such as books and monograph materials, newspapers, magazines, bulletins, publication, annual reports, research reports, final students or thesis projects, and examination questions. On the first floor, there is a locker, reference material space, reading room, magazine reading corner, exhibition space, and limited reference rooms. At level 2 library have computer center, learning center, discussion room, multimedia room, and reading space. That's one of the services and products and these are the services that offer service and information to all borrowers, including student and staff. One of the service offered is book borrowers service such as books, magazines, and others.
Next, SWOT analysis. Firstly, strength. Strength is internal and external attributes and resources that support a successful outcome. Weaknesses. Weakness is internal attributes and resources that work against a successful outcome. Opportunities. Opportunities is external factors that the entity can capitalize on or use to its advantage. Threats. Threats is external factors that could jeopardize the entity's success. 5C analysis. Firstly, company. The company analysis studies an organization's vision, strategies, capabilities, product line, technology, culture, and objectives. This is to identify the sustainable competitive advantage that belongs to a focal company by using a 5C marketing framework. Next, customers. It involves knowing the target audience, their behavior, market size, market growth, buying patterns, average purchase size, and frequency of purchase. Next, competitors. Competitor analysis is critical in understanding the external environment in which the firm operates. Collaborators. Collaborators are the external stockholders who team up with the organizations in a mutually beneficial partnership. Lastly, climate. Climate analysis is the evaluation of the macro-environmental factors affecting the business.
Justification in my project. This mobile application we name as a Libsense library. The purpose of this project is to help library in Nilai Polytechnic to make an improvement in the system and as well as able to sustain in the Nilai Polytechnic for a long term. Because every year we got a new student. This project is focused on mobile application and system that involve finding and borrow books to ensure that the library does not run out of book because lack of system in the library. This business also may gain a benefit to becoming more wider future when the library can be accessed through internet and mobile application, play a main role for Polytechnic to enhance the library.
Methodology. Research design. For the first point of research design is use quantitative research, and the second point is questionnaire distribute to Nilai Polytechnic student. Next is data collection. The method collect data collection is interview. The interview do with intake Sharin, the head of Library Polytechnic Nilai. Next is we use questionnaire to collect data from the student. Sampling design. For the first point is the authority of every unit. Second, the HAL ehwal unit, and the last, the student that visit Polytechnic Nilai Library. Data analysis. Descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics are used to describe the basic feature of the data in a study. Descriptive statistics also used to present quantitative description in a manageable form.